have you got to spoke have you spoken to Blacc Sam?
Yeah. He was interviewed. You know, there's quotes from him in the book, and also Samantha, his sister, as well.
Yeah, Blacc Sam doesn't come out a lot. I'm I haven't I've been reaching out to a bunch of different people, and I haven't had anybody whoever just has direct contact with Blacc Sam. He seems like, and I understand he kind of just wants to just get away and just do his thing. But and one thing that I really wanted to know is, I know Nip always talked about how he went to jail, and
Mm.
and I always wanted to know, like, what was Blacc Sam doing that he went to jail? Like, what could he have been doing? But finding out from the book, like, he was an immaculate hustler, businessman, whatever word you want to put on it. But
Yeah,
Blacc Sam was a hustler by every sense of the word.
and remains so. He's carrying forward that mission. You know, the marathon clothing and marathon cultivation. There's so many businesses that Sam is still keeping going, but you know, he was also a big inspiration to Nip, and you know, I think had a big influence over him to, you know, keep on the right path in life. You know, because obviously, you know, as you mentioned, like there was a period in Nipsey Hussle's career where he was, you know, pulled in two directions, and his brother didn't want to see him go the wrong way, you know, and he was very clear about that, and you know, he was showing him a way to make money by hard work and determination, and you know, I think that was a big impact. He talked about it all the time. There's records, if you go listen to like I Don't Stress Out, you know, that record, he says, you know, Blacc Sam says, poke your chest out, you know, and is those words of encouragement, and not even words, but actions, you know, that, you know, Nipsey often said, I prefer demonstration over conversation, and Blacc Sam is a man of action. So I was very privileged and honored that he spoke with me. And yeah, his words are, you know, very powerful in the book. And, you know, we've all heard the tribute that he gave at the Staples Center as well. You know, he chooses to speak when he chooses to speak. And, you know, it's a great honor to have had a conversation with him.
Okay. What other I read, I don't know, on the sleeve that you wrote a bunch of different books on hip hop icons. What is it? Let me ask you this first. What did you learn? Did you learn anything new about Nipsey in doing this book?
Oh, so many things. I it was a profound learning experience, the whole process of doing the book. First of all, like I mentioned, the whole conversation with Dexter Brown blew my mind, and understanding, you know, the real journey that Aramis Ascadome, you know, went on, you know, how long he had it in mind to become a successful artist and support himself and his family in that way. Um, One of the most mind-blowing conversations I had was with his high school classmate Rallo Styles, who is a producer that's credited on Victory Lap, and you know, many other projects. Crenshaw, you know, he made a lot of beats because, you know, he and Nip went to high school together, and you know, worked closely throughout Hustle's career. But when he told me the story of the record that they made together, which found its way. This was before he was even named Nipsey Hussle, by the way. He was rapping under the name Concept at the time. And Concept is on a record with Rallo Styles and another artist from LA. They made this song, which found its way to Afeni Shukur. And Afeni Shukur hears this song and says, she's heard something and said, I need these young men to fly to Atlanta and perform at a record launch event for Tupac, you know, the album Better Days, which was released after Pac's passing. But Afeni, actually reached out and, rode in a van from the airport to Stone Mountain where the event was going to be, and held a conversation with young Nipsey Hussle. Like, you can't make this stuff up, like the destiny that connected him to, the woman that, was obviously more than just Tupac's mom. She was an icon in the civil rights movement. She was, a member of the Black Panther Party. And, and even in the van ride from the airport, Pac's stepfather Mutula calls up from behind bars and is having a conversation with him. Like, you can't make these things up, and then he goes on to say, I'm the Tupac of my generation. There was a lot behind that, and people didn't know until, I was able to have that conversation with Rallo and put it together. And, so when you have an opportunity to tell a story this important, it's a great responsibility to get it right. And that's why I took the time that I did, and really pushed myself hard to keep digging and keep reaching out to people and learn as much as I could. Because, you could do, you could tell a story, the story is interesting even if you just read his Wikipedia page, right? That's, the facts of Nipsey Hussle's life are amazing. They're like, it's hard to believe that a real person actually lived the life that he lived and accomplished the things he did. It sounds like a myth. It sounds like a heroic myth from some storybook, but he's a real human being, and he really overcame those obstacles and, refused to buckle under the pressure that he felt his whole life, So it was important to me to go beyond just what is known on the surface and really show the full depth of this incredible human being. And I think the book, I'm sure this will not be the only book or, project written or produced about Nip, but, I'm happy that people have read it and, having conversations with people like you, you're getting something from it. And, the reviews have been great. To get Quincy Jones to co-sign the project was huge to me. Questlove and Torre and all the, many of my journalistic peers that have, read the book and given me the thumbs up. It means a lot to me, and every day in my Instagram, just like we got in touch, people are DMing me their personal experiences of reading the book. People said that they might have read it during a difficult time in their life and got some inspiration or shed a tear or whatever it is. It means a lot because, writing a book is a marathon, and it's hard work. And I'm just happy that people have embraced the book and, seem to really like it. And, there will be a new edition actually coming out next year, a paperback in March. This is the first time I'm talking about it, so a little scoop for you. Yeah, it'll be like an updated paperback edition coming in March. So, keep an eye out for that.
Thank you for tapping in with us. In order to see more clips like this, check out this video here or check out this one here.